My name is Lily, and for my FMP, I have decided to study one German filmmaker who changed the course of film and TV in an unconventional way. August 1902 and died in September 2003, Leni gained the name of being one of the most controversial filmmakers in the history of film. She gained this name because of her connection to the world's most evil man, Adolf Hitler. Leni had a variety of occupations, starting from being a dancer and actress in the 1920s to then becoming a director in the 1930s, in which she created two of the most powerful propaganda films ever. Other occupations of hers included being an editor, producer, and screenwriter. Once Hitler came into power, she struck up a friendship with him, helping him to spread the word of the Nazi ideology through her art, being given the name Hitler's favourite director. Fellow filmmakers of the time referred to her as an egomaniac and called her narcissistic, which strikes the question of, was she an artist or a monster? When being called a Nazi, Leni managed to defend herself and her art using quotes such as, "I'm just an artist," or "I'm apolitical," as well as the famous quote, "I was seduced by Hitler." Leni was a young, naive woman who was easily manipulated by the Nazi regime, and although she wasn't a direct member of the party, her art could say otherwise. Leni's first big film was called Triumph of the Will, which was released in 1935 and was a documentary about the 1934 Nazi Congress in Nuremberg, in which over 700,000 party members attended. The film itself contained speeches made by Hitler himself, Rudolf Hess, and Julius Streicher. The theme of the film is the return of Germany with great power, with Hitler as its leader. The film was produced after the Night of the Long Knives, with many formerly prominent SA members being absent. Also, because of Leni's success with Triumph of the Will, she was given a $20 million budget for her next film, Olympia. This film was to portray the Nazi power over the world as it held the 1936 Olympics and to show the world that Germany has the authority. The budget she had was spent on cameras, so she could get all the angles possible. The film was the first to use a camera underwater. When it came to Olympia, Leni used the quote, "sex sells," to her advantage. She did this by having athletes in a lack of clothes in order to promote the film and to get people talking. Both Triumph of the Will and Olympia managed to set a path for film, in which scenes from Olympia were used in various videos, and even Star Wars taking inspiration from a marching scene in Triumph of the Will. Thousands of commercials also use inspiration from Leni's work in order to promote a product. Even if you've never heard of Leni Riefenstahl, you've seen her work in a variety of forms. Because of Leni's close relationship with Hitler, it'd be easy to assume she knew about Hitler's dark side, but according to her, she didn't. Leni was filming the Nazi march to Poland, and she had instructed that the soldiers remove the Jews from the shot. The soldiers in question had decided that meant to kill them, so they did. Leni denied ever seeing such atrocities, and also lied that her extras that she used from concentration camps survived, but they were believed to have been gassed. Because of Leni's complicated career and views, it raises a few questions. Is she an opportunist or a Nazi? Can we separate her from her work? Historians say that if Leni had never gone down the route of propaganda films for the Nazi Party, she could have easily been an icon for feminism because of her various occupations and leading the way for film and TV.